Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name's Alex, and in this video I'm going to tell you about a foreigner arrested in the Philippines for plotting a plane attack similar to the one from September 10+1, a Swiss man not out of hot water yet for kicking a Thai local, no more boarding passes as 6 airports will use facial recognition, Spider-Man and Goku in trouble, and a story of grapes that I've been trying to cover for the past week, but I keep on forgetting. Beginning with our exchange rate, right now $1 is equal to 58.23 pesos. Before we start today's show, I want to really thank everybody for subscribing. The channel is over 6,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for subscribing, commenting, donating to the channel, or simply just watching. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet and are enjoying these videos, take a second out of your day, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really does help this channel to reach a wider audience and help that YouTube algorithm as well. Here's our main story. A Kenyan man, Cholo Abdi Abdullah, is on a trial in New York for planning a September 10+1 style attack on the U.S. building. Prosecutors allege that Abdullah, connected to the terrorist group Al-Shabaab, spent 4 years plotting the attack while training to be a commercial pilot in the Philippines. He secretly researched how to breach cockpit doors and looked into U.S. skyscrapers for his intended target. Arrested in the Philippines in 2019, he was later transferred to the U.S. in 2020 to face terrorism charges. Representing himself in a court, Abdullah has chosen not to actively participate, stating he doesn't view the court as legitimate. If convicted, he faces a minimum of 20 years prison sentence. The trial is expected to last 3 weeks. What's wrong with this guy, man? Pure delusional. You don't believe it's not a real trial, or you don't give any credibility to the court, and you're representing yourself. It shows a lot about the type of character you are. I mean, if you're gonna plan that kind of stuff, you obviously aren't fully there. Yeah, I'm glad they caught this dude, and hopefully nothing like that ever happens again. Although some people will tell you some different stuff happened on that day, but let's not get into conspiracies. And our next story is about a Swiss man who kicked a Thai local doctor who was sitting on his porch, apparently, or on the steps of his house in Phuket Beach. Here is an update on that. I'm going to show you guys the video first.
Get the fuck off! Get the fuck off! Get the fuck off here!
In Phuket, a legal dispute has intensified as a woman's lawyer appeals the court's decision to dismiss her assault case against a Swiss man. She claims that on February 24th, he kicked her in the back while she was sitting outside his villa. On September 3rd, the court dismissed the case, citing a lack of evidence. Her lawyers argue that both her testimony and colleagues are credible, suggesting the man was upset over what he saw as trespassing. The lawyer also pointed to forensic evidence supporting her injuries. They have now appealed to the Supreme Court to reopen the case and review the evidence. The incident has stirred public reaction, with the man's visa revoked and his Animal Foundation's license now under scrutiny. Previously, he was fined for another incident involving road rage. Despite the court's initial ruling, her legal team remains committed to pursuing justice. Good. I'm so happy, man, because that case was ridiculous. There's video evidence, bro. You swearing, kicking somebody in the back, and you're saying you slipped, apparently. People like that don't deserve any freaking sympathy. I hate that sense of entitlement. This guy was not able to buy somebody else off, and now hopefully he's deported, kicked out, and fuck out of his country. Staying in Thailand, Thailand will introduce facial recognition technology at 6 major airports to simplify passenger processing, started November 1st for domestic flights and December 1st for international flights. Passengers will need to show their ID only once at check-in. The system, implemented by the Airport Authority of Thailand, will then use biometric data to show seamless movement from baggage drop to boarding without requiring boarding passes or passports. The airports using the system are Suvarnabhumi, Don Mueang, and all the other ones. This initiative follows a rise in passenger numbers and aims to accommodate increased traffic in the future. What do you guys think of this? Because personally, I mean, I got no choice in it, and I'm sure facial recognition is a lot of places without me even knowing, but I still don't like it. Maybe I'm old school. I don't want my privacy. I don't even know how that's a privacy concern, but I don't want some machine data in a foreign country having my face on file. I mean, they have my passport. Regardless, these things can get hacked. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable about it. This reminds me of a personal story. When I checked into my last Airbnb in Thailand, they required me to have a fingerprint scanner. Like, I don't even do that for my phone, man. I don't trust anything. I know, it's weird, but to enter the building, I had to scan my fingerprints. I'm like, come on, man, I don't want some random building management having my forensic file on. Anyway, so because 19% increase is happening in Thailand for passengers They're getting a lot of people coming back into Thailand. So I guess this is going to make things faster. Let me know what do you feel and how do you feel about this, about having facial recognition implemented. Do you think it's not a big deal because it's pretty much everywhere? Or do you think it's like an invasion of your privacy? I'd love to know your thoughts. And then in Cebu, Philippines, 2 content creators dressed as Spider-Man and Goku from Dragon Ball Z apologized for their falling performance in the Red Cliff area on the highway in Cebu City. The duo attracted a large crowd during the show, posing a danger to motorists, and they gathered in the middle of the road. Not cool, bro. Speaking of Goku and Dragon Ball Z, I still have a little bit of beef against Dragon Ball. I remember when I was younger, I used to come home to watch Dragon Ball Z. I used to love it. Nothing ever happened. Like they spent a whole episode like trying to throw like a Dragon Ball fire or whatever, man. When I was a kid, it used to infuriate me because like it's not like today where you can just skip fast forward and watch the fight. I had to wait like a whole day or a week just to see if like Goku was able to like smash Vegeta or whatever was happening. Anyways, if you guys know what I'm talking about, let me hear it because yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, not really, but at the time, it felt really bad to wait so long. I don't even know what happened with that show. I think that's a little too much sharing. Let's go on to our next story. Next up, there's a story about grapes that I really want to talk about. In a recent investigation in Thailand, they found that 23 out of the 24 Shine Muscat grape samples sold in Bangkok exceeded legal pesticide limits, revealing 50 different toxic residues. The lab analysis showed that some residues were banned chemicals like chlorpyrifos and endrinaldehyde, whatever that is, while others are unlisted in Thailand's hazardous substance regulations. The study revealed that 74% of these chemicals are systemic, remaining within the fruit and hard to remove by washing. Recommendations were made for retailers to remove contaminated batches and specify the country of origin from where these grapes came from. The report urges the Ministry of Public Health to strengthen labeling, implement a rapid alert system, and establish or update standards of pesticide residue levels. No! I mean, I knew this already, but I love those grapes, man. Like, they're delicious. They're just big, juicy, almost like small mini baby apples, seedless. Ah, man, that's just horrible. That means because I'm not going to eat them anymore. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this news? Have you tried these muscat grapes? Have you had them before? They tend to be a bit pricey, anywhere from probably, let's say, $3 to $5 a kilo. The problem is China. So once again, they are the kings of copycatting things, and obviously the backstory is that Japan researchers spent 18 years perfecting this grape, and basically China stole it. And they took a seed over there, and now there's like vast farmlands of these grapes. They used to be very rare. I never used to see them in many places, just specialty stores and grocery stores. And now they're everywhere on the markets, wherever you go. I've seen some as low as 80 baht per kilo. When I was in the Philippines like a couple years ago, like just like this much of it was like 400 pesos. So you can see the difference in quality and price. Yeah. I don't know why this story was really interesting to me. Maybe because I ate them regularly and I don't want to get that pesticides in my body. Next up, let's go back to the Philippines. The police will be strictly enforcing the ordinance of Mandaue City that sets the curfew for minors at 10 p.m. after 8 children destroyed a water vending machine and stole coins amounting to at least 100 pesos in Barangay Central on Tuesday night, October 29th. So I guess kids in that region cannot go outside after 10 p.m. I don't know how I feel about that. I get that kids are causing trouble, but to have a curfew just because a few kids did some bad things, I don't think it's fair for the rest of the kids, although kids shouldn't be out at past 10 anyways. Now it's time for a segment called Yesterday Today, where I talk about some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Grace Andy says it's because it's beautiful and natural country and mainly has nice snow. Filipinos love to see snow. This is regarding why so many Filipinos want to visit Switzerland, although there's a lot of countries with beautiful nature and a lot closer to the Philippines with snow. Japan, Korea, even China. Commenting on the same story, Sal Joy says Switzerland visits influences from K-drama, Crash Landing on You. We were there summer 2023. Oh, that could make sense too. A lot of people in the Philippines love K-dramas. I guess that series was taken in Switzerland. Probably an influence. I also want to talk about a comment made by Hemi Chrysler who says, quote, got married? Question mark. Possible corrections. Married, wed. Please don't clout the statement with God. Please don't tell me how to speak. That's the reason why I left Canada. I don't need somebody else telling me how to speak. So if you don't like it, please don't watch these videos. And that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, haven't yet subscribed, take a minute out of your day, a second out of your day, click that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, maybe even share this video with somebody else that might also enjoy it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. I mean, I kind of believe some of them.